Hi, I'm Noah Jackson for Baseball Rocks, and what I'm here today to do is to show you some hitting fundamentals. There's tons of different ways people can hit, and that's very understandable because everybody has their own style. However, what I want to do for you today is show you a way that any youngster, anybody who's just picking up a bat can learn how to hit and be successful hitting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you around the plate how to get in a proper stance, how to get in a proper grip, and the proper way to stride when the ball's coming to you, and give you the opportunity to make hard contact consistently and over again. The first thing that we need to do when we're hitting is get the proper stance and also learn where to stand in the batter's box. What I want to show you is the proper place to stand. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my bat and I will put the barrel of the bat at the back corner of home plate. For a right-hander, it'll be the corner farthest away from you. For the left-hander, it will be the same exact way. From there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my front foot, my left foot, right at the knob of the bat. My other foot will be slightly outside my shoulders in a parallel line straight ahead. From here, once I start with my feet, all I'm going to do is bend my knees and get into a nice athletic position. What I'll do from there is move 60% of my weight to the back leg. From here, we're going to talk about our upper body and the proper grip.
Young kids is we teach them how to load their hands, but we don't teach them how to load their hips. And to be an effective hitter, one has to work with the other. Go ahead and get in your stance, David, and show them how to load both at the same time. Now, David's loaded up his hands, he's loaded up his hips. He's ready to hit, the ball's coming. He's in perfect position. His weight is back about 65, 35 on that front foot. His hands are ready to fire. He's in a perfect hitting position. Okay, David, get back in your stance. We're going to talk about loading up these hands real quick. I like to call it the Nike swoosh. That's how it's a good reference point for kids. Most of them know what a Nike swoosh is, and we're going to show them again with our hands. Nike swoosh back, Nike swoosh back, Nike swoosh back with our hands. And at the same time, as we get them to do the Nike swoosh, we want that hip to load at the same time so everything can fire and work at the same time. Many times we see kids maybe load up their hands and just swing with their upper body. That's why it's very important for us to load up our hips as well. Okay. We've got stance. We've got a good grip on the bat. We've got hand position. Now we've got a load. Now how do we attack that baseball with a good effective swing? We're going to show you.
Hitter. So I'm in the box. As we've talked about, you want to keep your head directly down towards the pitcher. Why do you want to do that? It's much easier for me to see the ball coming out of the pitcher's hand if I have both my eyes looking at him. If it is, if I'm looking at the corner of one eye, I'm only looking at one eye, maybe the corner of this eye. It's much easier for me to pick up that little white thing coming out of his hand. It seems that, you know, a bright white ball in a guy's hand, you're going to be easy to see. It's not. You can definitely lose it in a cloudy day. Maybe there's an odd background behind him, something like that. So keep your head, both eyes looking down at him. You're going to see the pitch coming. You want to track it all the way, coming down. Through, you're going to swing. Here we go. Keep your eyes down. Then you can look at the ball. That's keeping your head on the ball.
Swing and follow through. We've talked about the nice loose hands, talking about the positioning in the box and the stance, a little bit more than shoulder width, an athletic balance position, a nice straight stride to the ball. We've reached with that foot. And we talk about taking your hands directly to the ball, which is creating that weight transfer. Now the swing part is basically just finishing that. That's where I like to talk about hitting line drives and ground balls. We want a level swing. Try to keep a little slight downward path to the ball. We're trying to hit line drives, ground balls. We want a nice level swing, which keeps the bat in the strike zone, keeps it staying in the zone all the way through it. And the finish is a matter of just not looking up for it. If we get to here, we're trying to hit a ground ball or a line drive, and we look up to see where we hit it. As soon as I do that, look at my shoulders. I fall back on my heels, my swing kind of stops and cuts itself off, and all of a sudden I can't finish my swing. If I want to get right here with the stride, keep my head down, line drives and ground balls, my swing continues through, all my weight transfers right towards the ball, keep the head down, finish the swing.